What up? What up? We are back.
Yes. In synchronicity, too.
Yeah. Act 2, silver screen breakdown of Bad Santa.
And he's
And-
very, very bad.
Oh, yeah. We met all our core characters now. And Santa, Billy Bob, a.k.a. Willie, has just gone to Thurman Merman's house, ripped him off for a bunch of money, got his dad's car, and he didn't even steal it. I mean, it was all gifted to him.
He had it all laid out like he's doing his taxes.
Right. And like the kid's so excited that when he takes off with the dad's car, he goes outside, bye Santa. And man, he's loving life. Like he just got to hook up Santa.
The grandma, I guess, was the father's, the kid's father's mother, right?
Yep. Well,
Clueless.
Yep. And I mean, we've only seen Billy Bob, for at work for one day. At this new mall. They're now in Phoenix. It's a whole big scam of what they got going on. This is their 8th city in 8 years, and 8th different mall that they're going to try to heist. And this is the second time that we see Billy Bob having sex. Now, we do not know who he is having sex with. So it could be Sue, who he already had sex with, who just loves Santa.
Yeah, he was in the hot tub, right? That's the hot tub.
No. This was he was in the fitting rooms.
Oh, the fitting room with the oversized woman. Yeah, the high heels.
She doesn't look oversized when you look at her legs. Like her legs are very thin.
I thought the same thing too. She didn't look oversized, but then you saw her sitting on that bench a couple scenes later. Remember? He called her Oprah.
That was not her. No way in hell.
No, I didn't think it was her either. But he mentioned like the fitting room because she's saying, "Well, you won't be able to walk the next day, right?"
Oh,
right. Remember, he said that same, and that's what he said to the woman in the fitting room. So he said the same line to her. She goes, "I'm walking. I wasn't walking. I had trouble walking." She said. So I inferred that was from the fitting room.
Okay, and now okay, 1,000,000% that was not her because it was like a skinny. Well, no. Here's what I'm saying. It's a skinny white chick who's in the room.
That's
she's a thicker black chick. I think that is just one of his moves. I think that is just one of his moves. Like, you're not going to shit right for a week. Because like Bogey said earlier, he's definitely a fan of the back door.
Oh, yeah, that's what he was referring to. Okay, yeah.
And I do have the scene here. I've boned a lot of fat chicks in my day. I don't know if I've ever fucking fornicated, though. Here we go. This is one of my favorite scenes in the movies. Yeah. So they just have a way of somehow, just getting out of these little issues.
Snaking their way through.
And they always do. And
slithering like snakes.
And this motherfucker, it's just every time we see him, he gets more and more creepy, more and more greasy. Because then right after that, you only see him for 2 seconds once he leaves, but he's it's some girl in the arcade, it looks like she's I don't know, 15, 16, 17, I don't know, something like that. And he's like, so you got to pound the machine,
Oh, yeah, it's a pinball
the machine or whatever. And so Marcus hates him. He's so fucking pissed at him. He's like, you motherfucker, everything you do is gonna get us fucking caught. They're just blowing just blowing the cover of everything that they're doing. And Peacock says Billy Bob just playing himself in this movie. For the most part, right? At least what we know his primary character, caricature to be. And this is where so right after they bounce from the mall, and then it's Ritter going back. So we've already seen Bernie Mac once. It was when he was firing the other Santa. You see him for just a quick scene or whatever. And then this time, now he's in there still chain smoking like he always does. And then now John Ritter is explaining everything of what's going on with these motherfuckers. And he's talking about the fornicating and, he's in the big and tall section. And yeah, he doesn't. Bernie Mac's really weird in this movie. He's very. I don't even know what word I can use to describe him, but just very, very.
Are you about to play that clip?
So I have the negotiations clip for later. I don't have the clip of him talking to John Ritter right now, though.
Okay.
Hey, what up, Crispy? So what up, Nelson? Good to see you, brother.
Hey, Crispy. Yeah, I just gotta dip out. I got this cramp in my thigh, man. So I got this pickle juice in the fridge. I gotta like take a sip of that.
Okay.
Fine. I was like moving my foot funny, then I got a little cramp there.
Dang it.
Well, I can wait till we show the next clip, but I'm feeling it.
Okay.
Belly horse.
So Bernie Mac, I mean, he's really just getting the whole rundown of these guys. And I mean, we know he's more than just like head security, like he has connections, somewhere. And then right away, Billy Bob, he's going back to his hotel now in the Beamer of the Thurman Merman's dad. And then he sees, the chick that you were talking about, the thicker chick. And yeah, I didn't shit right for a week. And he sees someone like in his hotel room, and then she explains to him, she's like, oh yeah, there's someone in there snooping around like he's a cop. And then he goes back, he bounces. The only place he knows where he feels safe, Thurman Merman's house.
Thurman Merman's, yeah. No, I'll be standing with you for a little while.
So excited for Santa to be there. You want milk and cookies? And can I make you a sandwich? And he's just so excited, and just tells him, like he's asking him, like, what happened? And he was like, oh yeah, me and Mrs. Santa, we gotta take a little break for a while. And he's like, what about the elves? Yeah, they're gonna be staying there with Mrs. Santa. And just everything he has, I mean, he has some kind of somewhat logical-ish answer.
Yeah, why do you guys have kids of your own?
I know. And he's like, why don't you just go run Santa a bath? And so you think that like he might get a little bit of privacy, in the in the bath.
Hot tub there?
Nope. Still there asking him questions until he pisses him off. And he's like, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, kid? I can't remember all this shit. And like, he's totally like losing his shit. And like, it's so funny, like zooms in on the kid's face like he's about to cry. He's like, how old are the elves?
That's the sin. The guy doesn't break. He doesn't break. You gotta love the kid.
Yep. And
I love when he's playing checkers. That was the best.
For sure. Yeah. Oh man. And all he wants to do is just sleep, and he's got like the bottle, there. And kid won't let him sleep though. I mean, shit, the kid is there when he goes to sleep. He wakes him up in the morning, brings him some juice, wants to share the candy from his advent calendar, with him. Like, man, this kid is just a good kid, Very weird.
At least he's got a nice place to stay.
Yeah.
But he's got money because they're robbing places, so accommodations normally shouldn't be a problem for him, right? For Will.
Well, not really. Like, that's the thing, is like, you look at everywhere that he's lived, it's like easy come, easy go with the money. Because like he never, the apartment that he had in Miami, it's a little shithole, the place that he was staying in Phoenix, little shithole weekly hotel or whatever.
Yeah.
And this probably is, I mean, this is a huge ass mansion. This would be the nicest place a lot of people would stay if they actually had a chance to stay there.
So true.
Yeah. And yeah, he goes through the whole thing of, the advent calendar, and Billy Bob's just like looking at him, just what in the fuck is wrong with you? He doesn't say it, but that he's thinking it. We know exactly what he's thinking based on the look on his face.
Yep.
And man, it just keeps getting worse and worse. Is like, because like the story's not necessarily progressing. Like maybe the story's all, I don't know, within like a week's like span or whatever. At least like this part in Arizona. Now it cuts back to him like eating lunch, and just, man, he's like such an asshole. Like the little kid wants to come up and say hi to him, and he just screams, "Oh, a fucking lunch break!"
Oh yeah.
And the mom, "Are you insane?"
I'm gonna report you. Go ahead. I dare you to.
Yeah, what did he say? He was like, "You could try to make my life worse. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
I dare you." Yeah, everything is just he hates everything about his life. And like that's what's crazy is like for some reason though, he has a soft spot for that kid, Thurman Merman. I have no idea why either. Like maybe reminds him of himself or something to some like weird, type of thing, and he's all alone or whatever, and no one's really teaching him anything. But yeah, it's a weird little connection between Billy Bob and Thurman Merman there.
I mean, that's human nature. I mean, the kid always is, like I said, he doesn't break. The kid's just an innocent kid.
Yeah.
So I think
super innocent.
If he's the main character, there's got to be some type of human element to him. Something.
Yeah. And Billy Bob's kind of lucky that he gets that in these movies where you really should not like him, like at all, like not even like 1%.
1 ounce.
You shouldn't even like him, but somehow you kind of do, and it's crazy.
Stealing from a little kid, the legacy.
Yeah,
he had bonds in there, right? His bonds and money,
everything.
It looked like there was bonds out of there.
Hell yeah. And Bernie Mac, you see him going, and he's just being the head of security guy. I don't know. Catches a kid with the trying to steal some Xbox games, and then he finally gets the call back about that dad or whatever. I still don't understand how he was able to get the dad's information, who was in jail. That was a little weird. And then the checkers game. They don't really give you a lot of like filler in like what's happening during the day. It's just like cuts from, this time of the day over here to nighttime over here. And
head of security, private investigator, people can find out about you. I mean, you can just go on Instagram and find out. People can look at what content that you look at.
Yeah, for sure.
I've heard women admitting that when they check out a guy. Oh, what's he into? Who's he following? Right? Stuff like that. So that's like easy peasy stuff now.
Yeah. Oh man, the checkers game is so funny. I wish I was able to find that scene because it's so fucking classic. Because Thurman Merman, like he's one of those kids that if you were an 8-year-old playing against him, you might be like, no, if you take your finger off of there, that counts as your move, but Billy Bob's trying to be the nice guy, so he keeps making moves and then taking them back, make a move, take it back, make a move, take it back, and then he jumps him like 4 times. Are you fucking kidding me? It throws the whole fucking board.
The kid didn't twitch. Pardon the pun, but he didn't move. He's just like, want to play again or something like that.
Oh man,
something stoic.
So fucking funny. He just loses his shit. And then they really did not need this next part of the scene. I mean, this one easily could have been cut out, but the goofy neighbor who's like organizing like
the luminary thing.
The candle
luminary lights.
Yep.
Christmas lights.
And so funny because like at first he was like yeah, we'll give you guys all the materials and everything. He's like, no, we're not gonna do it. And then but he keeps talking so much, like, fine, I'll do it. And he's like, we could do it for you. He's like, no, we're gonna do it together as a little project or whatever. And the guy just keeps trying to like let himself in. Mind if I come in? He's like walking in, yeah, I do mind, and like doesn't let him in.
Goodbye.
Sometimes people are way too friendly.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just because we're neighbors, you think you can come over and say hi and just come into my house like that? Like, what the hell?
And they're in Phoenix, right? In Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
Friendly people.
Yeah. And then the next part is them cutting to the third sex scene of the movie. and this is with Sue, repeat offender now, and now she comes over to the house. They're having sex in the hot tub with grandma in the next room, kind of, just.
You don't see her though, do you? You just see her back, right?
Well, you see Billy Bob's face, and I'm pretty sure you just see,
I assumed it was her, but at first I thought, oh, he's with another chick, but you don't really see who she is. But
I mean, the next scene is her like coming into the house and stuff. So I mean, even if
the kid walks in on them, have we gotten there yet?
So I mean, no, I don't think so. I mean, we're right at the part where they're kind of just spilling their guts to each other after sex. She's talking about how she likes kids and
pillow
thing, and exactly. For him, he just looks like he's trying to go to sleep. Is what that looks like. And he's talking about how he hates kids, and she's talking about how she loves kids.
Yeah.
And they're like the exact opposite, and really the
opposites attract, though.
Yeah, and I mean, really the only reason why she's even having sex with him to begin with is because he's the exact opposite of the way that she was raised, right? Like you were raised
because Jewish
celebrating Hanukkah.
Christmas
was like a taboo no in their house.
It's usually like literally like a black and white thing, but yeah. I've heard of that combination before.
Yeah, so everything about them is just literal polar opposites. Like everything about like everything.
It's quite the combo deal, buddy.
Yeah, I mean,
never heard of that deal before. Usually it's like between races, not between religions. Right? Races of people, men and women.
Yep.
Mixing and matching.
I mean, that's what's crazy because we know there's a bunch of white chicks out there who like, maybe they knew that their dad always would never be okay with them dating someone of another race. And they come home with a polar opposite of them just to see what dad does.
No, I don't think that's the reason. I think it'd be more so because who really wants to piss off the parents like that? I wouldn't.
Well, I'm just talking subconsciously.
No, but I'm sure they're probably like that. But I would by default lean towards that. They would be more curious because they didn't when they're under the roof of their dad, let's say, or in this scenario.
Oh, well, I wasn't saying that. I mean, whether they're like, I mean, I was kind of thinking more of like adulthood, of some time, and then things that they weren't able to.
It was
like,
different,
right? If you were like we all know those kids who were like so sheltered that they never went to parties, they never drank, they never did anything.
Yeah.
Then you get to college and it's like, oh, everything that I couldn't do, I'm making up for it.
So the college girls are so much fun. Their first and second years, and then they get all they clean themselves up third and fourth year.
Gotta have fun. They didn't get to have fun their whole life, and now they're just like let loose, And we all know people like that. For sure.
Yes, we do, and we all, there's a what's the word? There's a room for that niche.
Yeah,
you can fit in where we have space for them.
Get in where you fit in.
You got space for them. Oh, okay.
So Billy Bob,
I have the deal for you. Let's make a deal. Want to play a game?
Billy Bob's had enough of her. Kicks her out, and then he's drunk and he sees that damn advent calendar, and fuck, man. Like it's one of those moments where you're like, damn it, he's really gonna eat this kid's advent calendar. It's once a day that he's doing it. He's reading the whole story and everything. Super, super into it. He wakes up every day and does it. And Billy Bob's just like fucks it all up, eats all the candy, throws it.
Oh, yeah.
Asshole, man.
He tried to clean it up, didn't he?
Well, that was when he was sober and he saw what he did and he like felt bad,
Put the candy corn in there.
Yeah, they can't all be winners, kid. Okay, can't all be winners. He was so pissed that the kid like was disappointed because he tried really hard. Like that was like him really trying to like make up for what he did. And the fucked up part too, it's because it was the next morning when like he sobers up, and all when he's sober, when he sees that and tries to like make up for it. So the kid, we don't know at the time, but we just hear the kid screaming, "Ah, my hand!" And then you see he has this fat ass fucking gash, like right in his hand, and like Billy Bob, like he is like not. I mean, he doesn't know what to do. Like, I mean, he does. I mean, the smart thing of what you should do, pouring the alcohol all over it. He was like, "Oh, I forgot to say it was gonna sting, kid. I'm sorry."
Yeah. First thing you're supposed to say, William.
And then that's when he sees the box, and has that, that sober, I fucked up moment. You don't see him do anything. It just cuts back to them going back to the mall, and now they're casing the joint. Is what they're doing. Uh-oh, what Peacock? Oh, shit. Peacock says double homicide, suicide at the bar across the street from here. Just right where you're at. Right in South Texas. Damn it. You guys be safe out there. So we got Willie and Marcus. They're scouting it out. They get Marcus, up in the air ducts or whatever those areas are. Pretty much where in every single movie where people are going and they're scouting, he's up there. And then it cuts to Bernie Mac, and Bernie Mac, he's getting a pedicure. And funny, I was talking to the ladies. Come on, don't be shy, get in there. And he's getting the info, getting more of this intel that he's.
Oh yeah, so he's getting his nails done, right?
Yeah. And then it's so funny when like I don't know. She went too deep or something. It's like, what's wrong with you, woman?
Yeah. Take it easy.
He had such a badass before that, telling her to get in there. And then fucking
Have you ever had a manicure, Alex?
Yeah. Well, no, not a manicure, pedicure though.
I've had a manicure once in my life because I was gonna do some hand modeling.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna do some hand modeling, yeah, you should definitely.
I didn't do it. I don't know if it did. I was doing some modeling work back then. I was doing acting. They got asked to do some commercials and then print modeling stuff. But I never ended up doing hand modeling. But I said, go get a manicure. I said, all right.
It's probably just good.
It felt smooth. Felt good.
Yeah. It's probably just good hygiene for guys to get pedicures a couple times a year.
Oh, yeah?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just like literally like a bath for your feet, like. I mean, that's really what it is. Just scrubbing it up, cleaning your toenails and everything. And yeah.
You've done it more than once?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I mean, I probably should go like what I mean, I don't know. Everyone should probably go like once a month, but it's probably, I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 times a year.
Once a month is a little much. Come on, man.
It depends on what you do, man. Because
how dirty you are, right?
Well, I mean, not even necessarily it's not even about how dirty you are necessarily. Just think of like, I don't know, everywhere that you wash on your body every single day and how often you actually like do that to your feet, like that's really what it is.
All right, man.
Marty said I could probably use a pedicure. I never had one. I mean, if you feel like you have like your feet can never breathe or anything like that, like it's probably because there's like hella skin, just like on your feet, like
hella skin.
Because that's what's crazy is like if you get a pedicure, it's like they take, like so much of the dead skin or whatever that like falls off that like we'll do it naturally, I guess, but they just go to work for you. And Peacock said both my dad and father-in-law are in their 60s and they swear by them. I mean, it's just like anything. Wow. Like, and I know, especially for me too. Like, if you guys remember, like back in 2021, when I had like a lot of these, when I had an issue of where I like literally almost died in a hospital when I went to Florida. It was a lot of it was underline the big thing was like issues with like my feet is what it was, and yeah, and it was
infection or something.
Yeah, and it was other things that I found out like after that, but that was I think
you told me about that too. Yeah. Cool.
When Peacock said, I got a buddy, one of mine goes every couple weeks, have a bunch of beers and go get pedicures there in Mexico. I bet it's way cheaper. I mean, I don't know. Still like 30, 40, $50, something like that. But I'm sure
these are just regular dudes. They're not metrosexuals, huh?
Right. I mean, I think it's now gotten. I mean, it's different. Like you don't have to get your toenails painted and shit. Like I mean, that's like. So like it just depends on what level you're actually doing. Like I've never gotten my toenails painted.
Hey, I'm not coming from a phobic place. I'm coming from an inexperienced place, and I'm inquiring.
Yeah, and really, yeah, and that's Peacock said. I said, "Fuck yeah, dudes need some self care too." Yeah, I mean that's really like just one of the things that it is. Like,
I cut my nails yesterday so I can play piano better.
There we go. There we go.
I didn't paint them or nothing.
Crispy said, "Shit, they're gonna need a grinder to petty my feet." Hey, that's what's crazy, man. Is yeah, they've had to pull out those grinders for me. Like one of those times, it's almost like a thing that's like a cheese grater for your foot, is what it seems like.
They use a scythe for Crispy, a scythe.
Like in what's it called in Dumb and Dumber? She pulls out the big fucking the big sanding tool right for his feet.
Yeah, right.
And look at that. Marty said, "Shit, I'm about to go on a date with my girl to the spa. Go get it, bro. Hell yeah."
Marty Sods.
There we go.
My brother Marty has been on here for a long time.
No, I haven't seen him. Haven't seen him in a little while.
Me neither. You talked to him? I haven't talked. No, I've talked to him. I just haven't talked about it here. Yeah, your own brother, right?
So back to Bad Santa, and again, oh man, we get to where Thurman Merman, where he's just getting punked by these kids, and I have the scene after of where Billy Bob, he pretty much gives him a bunch of advice. That's really all I could say about it, because this kid doesn't know what the hell to do with himself.
Silence there. I like silence in film.
Because they were both thinking the exact same thing, and we know what they were thinking. Like, man, this fucking kid. This fucking kid.
I love that. I love that. That's cinema. That's dramatic cinema.
And that's what is crazy with some of these movies. They don't give that so whatever the pause is, just whatever, just right there. They easily could have said what we were all thinking, but by being silent, it just resonated a little
volumes.
Bit. Yeah.
Not volumes, sorry, volumes.
Peacock said last resort, kick him in the nuts. Yeah, like just that scene, like right there. Yeah, Marty said, is that your underwear? Part of it.
Look at this. Support the Silver Screen Breakdown channel by cheering on. Silver Screen Breakdown has, I just saw it today, 111 subs now. 111.
There you go. We're growing and
Remember
growing.
the one in this film, they won what? 111. They got $111,000.
Yeah, there we go.
We got 111. Because when I started with you guys, well, there was 60 something, 60 or 61.
Yeah, maybe not even that much. I mean, we were going.
Remember, it was high 50s. It was more than 50. I know that for sure.
We were going for about a year at that point when we met you. Maybe not even a year, maybe about 9 months, but I don't even think we had 10.
It was like there was 9 or 10 months or something, because it was August. You said you started July or August?
Yeah, something like that. No, so it was April, and we did like one a month for the first couple months, but we didn't do any once we got to the actual football season, because we were doing so much fantasy content. We just did a Halloween episode and a Christmas episode, and then that was it. And then you became part of it. We did the interview with you, and if you guys haven't seen that, go back and
you got to see that, guys. It's riveting. That Nelson Times and that interview was amazing.
Oh yeah, and then we didn't start the once a week for a little while, but yeah, we started doing. We got back to some good movies like Grandma's Boy and Point Break. There's a bunch of good movies.
Yeah. So nearly. Almost doubled since I got on. I like that. We'll do more coming in the next coming year. Where that next goal is 200.
There we go. More
200.
More and more. And oh, hey, did you guys see the new emojis or the new emotes over there? Check those out. We got now we got Smokey from Friday, and Brian from the Breakfast Club over there smoking. That's one thing that's cool about Twitch compared to YouTube. We can add more emojis, and now the next goal is we're trying to reach 65 420 crew members on Twitch. You can subscribe for free with your Amazon Prime account, or it's $6 if you're on your phone, $5 a month if you do it on the computer. And the more subs that we get, the more emotes that we can add, and the animation ones and all types of stuff. So Twitch, way more cool than YouTube, that's for sure.
Good.
Now back to the movie, and here's where everything starts to go awry. So Bernie Mac, he gets the call, when he's getting that pedicure. That was when we kind of went off the rails. Then he goes down to a prison, is what it looks like, and it's Thurman Merman's dad, and he asks if you should have any visitors over there, or anything like that, and he says no, just the kid and grandma, and that's it. And so Bernie Mac does a little bit more digging, figures it all out, figures out who they are, and he does not,
and what they do.
Yeah, he does not want to shut them down. He really does.
He wants to attach himself like a parasite to a host.
If you can't beat him, join him.
Join him.
And rip him off is what he's thinking.
Stiff arm him.
Marty throwing some
salacious.
We appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for supporting the channel.
Thanks, Marty.
This is pretty much where Act 2 is gonna end. Everything changes when Bernie Mac gets in the mix, but we're going to play. Should we do this for, you know what? We're going to save that for Act 3 is what we're going to save that for. We'll start Act 3 with the negotiation scene between Bernie Mac and
Good. I'll get that
pickle
juice with me.
Yeah. And so if you guys are not following on the audio version of the podcast, it's Silver Screen Breakdowns. That's on Apple, that's on Spotify, everywhere that you consume your podcast. And we have everything in video form on YouTube. It is also Silver Screen Breakdowns. And you can go see, this is the 46th episode that we've done. And you can go see all 46 on either the podcast or on YouTube. And there's only been 4 episodes that were non-single movies. So we've crossed the 40th movie threshold now. And Nelson,
Nelson Tynes. You can find me on YouTube and Instagram. Just search my name, see my acting on there. One of the actors was paid in full. Did a Natalie Cole story as well. Shot with Superman. The movie was Superman. Dean came back in early 2000, and Portia de Rossi, the one with Lucy Liu. So it's funny. I've done not huge roles, but I've done pivotal roles where I'm doing with all the lead actor or the celebrity. So that was my experience of my acting 20 years ago. And I'm actually shooting a film. I'm the male lead in this film coming up right now in Tales, California. That's on the imdb.com. You can find that.
Nice.
We'll see if we have anyone. If we have anyone from that show, maybe be on here, right, Alex? We'll see what happens.
That'd be cool.
We'll see what happens. All right, cool.
All right. So for everyone who's watching live, just hang out with us. We're going to kick off act number 3. And for everyone who's listening and watching this on replay, smash that subscribe button if you haven't, wherever you are watching this. And we'll see you for act 3. Episodes drop on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
All right.
Act 3.
Peace.
Picture shit. This ain't a dream, we really live this shit. Don't intervene, yo, we with this shit. That's where the most high, we the most lit.